Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Joe Shevchuk, and on behalf of the University of the People, I will be your tour guide for today. Take you through a little bit of a tour through our course structure. The courses, for the most part, are made for you. You can do value added, but you can't make it required. So there's very little setups. We'll get into these things later. Discussion forums have to be set up and announcements have to be used and stuff like that. But this is a very brief overview of what the course structure looks like. You're going to see the syllabus. Make yourself familiar with it. Make sure you can teach everything on it, right? You're going to see the course forum. This is the forum where students can initiate general questions to you, to each other. So do check it daily. The announcement forum, this is where you can use to post your welcome message, your rules of the course, announcements, the weekly announcements. If something is unclear for a written assignment, or if the learning journal is unclear or people are plagiarizing, you can use the announcement forum for that. That is instructor initiated, but the students can reply, so also check that daily too. News and forum. Keep hidden and do not post here. Or don't. That's a contraction right now. Don't post here, right? Don't post there. Don't use it. Don't look at it. Don't taunt it. Don't poke at it. Don't click on it. Pretend it doesn't exist and we'll be happy. If you do post there, things go wrong. And you now have a video with someone saying don't post here. Eventually Moodle will allow us to remove it, but not yet. Don't do it. Okay. Every course has a unit. Every unit is unlocked only when the unlock is here. It's available from here. This is when the students get to see it. The instructors get to see everything at once. Okay. Courses have the learning guide. We'll go into these later on, but you want to go through a learning guide. You want to make sure everything is still there. You want to make sure the readings are still the readings. You want to make sure that this is something you can teach. Again, I'm hitting this home. Something you can teach. If you can't teach it, research it. Right? If you still can't teach it, you gotta let us know. You can't just have a course without an instructor. Introduction. Great. Read it. Reading assignments. Yay. Make sure you read these too, so if a student has a question, you can answer it. Don't ask Faculty Affairs what's on your readings. They're right here. You are the course expert subject matter person. You're a teacher. Teach. And you also want to see if these are actually good links or if they're dead. Discussion assignment. This is where we get our copy and paste. Remember, copy pasta right here. Boom. Into discussion forum 1. Weekly. Or how many times you have a discussion forum, you have to do it that way before the forum opens up. Written assignments. Written assignments are items where the students will grade themselves. The first week, the assignment is open. They submit. The second week, Moodle puts them into little areas, random groups, without anyone's name on them, and they'll grade each other. Yay! And then, week 3, you'll get complaints, and you have to grade them. Adjust grades as you see fit when you get complaints. Learning journal. It might be called portfolio for you MBA people. It's called portfolio. Same setup. This is the prompt. It's written for you. The students submit it. You grade it. It's due Thursday night. By Friday, Joe's grading. Saturday, Joe's grading. Sunday, Joe's finishing up. By Monday, Joe's done. And it's a good habit to get into. You get a week to do these. Anything beyond a week, you'll get a notification from us. I don't like being grumpy. Self-quiz. Self-quizzes, they're not for grade. They don't count. But they do help you, or help the student, I should say, study for the final exam and graded quiz, usually. Okay, and if it's a graded quiz, it's still Moodle graded anyways at this point. So there's not much to do here. Checklist, it's student-facing, and it's kind of like, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? So not much to see there. I'm going to go briefly into these little areas for discussion forum and the written assignment and learning journal and teach you how to do a couple things. Here we go. Discussion forum unit 1. And you have to, add the question, otherwise it can't be unlocked. There's separate videos for these. This is a very brief overview. So discussion forum, great. The pearls of rock and roll decadence. Here we go. The instructor puts it out here. And then the assistant director of faculty affairs responds. No, the student responds, and it's a discussion. The student gets to see it, other students join in, it's discussion. You check discussion, make sure everyone's doing it correctly, you respond back and forth, you engage with the student, but this is primarily student graded, okay? If someone doesn't have a grade, grade it. If someone has too high of a grade, if they're cheating, give them a 0 through the grade book. Video on that. If a student has too low of a grade, give them more points. Video on that too, don't worry. You know, this is discussion, it's an active discussion. Discussion is discussion. Written assignments. This is where it becomes black hole sun. There's a theme here to my course. All right. So first phase is going to be description. Okay. Do not push these buttons. I don't. I know I have to push the button myself to make it live for everyone, but as a matter of fact, you can't do it by mistake because there's actually a continue button you have to click. There's no way you do it by mistake. Okay, so if you do it, it screws up everyone's course. Don't do as I do. Do as I say, right? Okay, so this is how it looks like for you. Students are here. They have the submission. A student will click on this and they will submit something. The week after, it's going to be an assessment phase. That means Moodle is going to put them in groups randomly and say, you must assess this, right? Only if they had something in. And no submissions, so there's no group. The grade received, this column right here is the grade received for out of 90 usually, sometimes 80, but that's for submission. Grades received, or excuse me, grades given is going to be the assessment score, usually out of 10, or whatever 100 minus this is, right? And that's handed in the week after. Again, separate video on that. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Learning journal. This is the thing you must grade. Whee! Cool ranch dressing. View all submissions, and you see people are apparently making fun of my Guns N' Roses reference. Thanks. Okay. Or going with it. I don't know. And one person's British. Okay. Sorry, I'm seeing these for the first time too. All right. So these are a couple of things that we can go over later on in a different video, but this is the thing you must grade each and every week, okay? Self-quiz, we can go over. It's a quiz for the students. A graded quiz is the same thing as a self-quiz. Moodle grades these. There's not much more to go over, except for where is the grade book, Dr. Joe? Great question. Grades. That's where the grade book is. After that, boom, you got it set it up. You can start editing. I'll show you that in a different video. But that is the last component of your course. Everything else, each week, Moodle unlocks it. You keep going. You have it set up properly the first day. Moodle is your friend from there on out. You show up to course. You teach. You engage. You ask and answer questions for students. You make sure they're not cheating. You make sure everyone's tucked in at night, and we'll have a great term. That's where it really comes down to. Engage, have fun, have a great term, and we'll be all smiles. Again, my name is Dr. Joseph Shefchak. On behalf of University People, I bid you a good day.